and then drive it into Polyphemus' single eye.
When last we left our hero, he was waiting for a lout to come home, to find him and his men inside the lout's cave, eating his cheese. So this lout, Polyphemus the Cyclops, comes home after a long day of cyclopsing, shepherding, herds his sheep inside, and then closes his cave behind them with a giant stone slab that no man could ever move. Finding he has uninvited guests, he asks them who they are and whether they might be pirates, the kind that steal goats. Odysseus says they were just blown off course and reminds Polyphemus of good Greek ethics. Custom is to honor strangers, and Zeus will avenge the unoffending guest. Not persuasive to a Neanderthal. We Cyclopes care not a whistle for your thundering Zeus. We have more force by far, says Polyphemus. Now, if you've read any Greek literature, you know that saying something like that will get your eye plucked out quicker than Ralphie's Red Ryder carbon action 200-shot range model air... almost there, range model air rifle from A Christmas Story. But for now, the one-eyed giant is king. He caught 2 men in his hands like squirming puppies to beat their brains out, spattering the floor. By the time he's done, 6 have been eaten alive. Odysseus has his sword right at the giant's liver when he realizes that killing him would mean killing himself and his men, because there's no way to move the stone slab, blocking the only exit. Odysseus needs a plan, and he always comes up with a plan. Good thing he brought that wineskin. While the kidnapper is out herding his goats, they sharpen one of his giant staves, a tree trunk, sharp as a pencil. When he comes back, Odysseus offers him the booze. While he drinks so much, he takes a liking to Odysseus, his very best friend, and asks him his name. Odysseus says, "Nobody. Nobody is my name." Then the brute says he'll repay him by eating him last. It's actually pretty clever for a Cyclops. Now it gets fun. Polly, hammered, turns on Pink Floyd and falls asleep. Odysseus and his men put the greenish tree trunk in the fire till it's crackling red hot, and then drive it into Polyphemus' single eye. Eyelid and lash were seared. The pierced ball hissed, broiling, and the roots popped. Homer now gives us a great epic simile. In a smithy, one sees a white-hot axe head or an adze plunged and wrung in a cold tub, screeching steam. Just so, that eyeball hissed around the spike. Well, as your mom probably said, it might have been fun up until that moment, but now Polly wants an eyeball. Polly wants an eyeball. When a crowd from the Cyclopes community hears Polyphemus' cries and gather outside his cave to ask if anyone has harmed him, Polyphemus, no polymath, answers in agony and rage, Nobody's tricked me. Nobody's ruined me." So they all shrug and walk off. Okay, I realize you might be objecting. Are even Cyclopes so stupid they couldn't hash this one out? Maybe, but what matters is that charm in a certain kind of story excuses everything. And the Odyssey is that kind of story. The Trojan horse trick wouldn't have worked either. Trojan horse. But it captures your imagination. As Odysseus himself puts it, it was filled with laughter to see how, like a charm, the name deceived him.